Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me in today's class. This class is designed to boost your immunity. So let's begin by lying down on our backs. If you have a rolled up blanket, this will be useful for this shape today. So we'll place our rolled up blanket just in between our shoulder blades, just like so. And then bringing the hands up and over your head if that feels okay for you today. Maybe just taking some time just to notice all the parts that are making connection to your mat. And maybe shutting down the eyes if that feels useful for you. Start to bring awareness to the space that you're in. You might start to hear some sounds. You may start to notice the temperature in the space. Maybe you might start to notice how you're feeling at this present moment. Maybe noticing if there's any tension in the shoulders or upper body, the back of heart space. Maybe noticing a gentle stretch of the front body here. If it feels okay for you, you're welcome to shut down the eyes. You're welcome to rock the head side to side, just gently loosening up the back of the neck. Maybe noticing all the parts making connection on your mat today. Start to bring awareness to the front of heart space and back of heart space, maybe allowing this area to soften a little bit. Soften the back of the shoulders, the back of the head, the belly, the hips, the thighs, knees, shins and toes. If it feels okay for you, begin to soften your face. Relax that part between the brow and relax your jaw. You may like to encourage a yawn here just to soften the jaw if that feels good for you today. You might notice here that you're breathing, noticing the breath coming in and out of the body, noticing the quality of your breath, noticing the temperature of the breath. There's no need to change your breath, continuing with your spontaneous breath here. Noticing just the rise and fall of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Let's take 3 more rounds here. Inhaling and exhaling. Every time you inhale, maybe feel as if you're opening. And when you exhale, maybe feel as if you're softening. Let's take 1 more round of breath here. And exhaling when you feel ready. And very slowly roll over to one side. Move our rolled up towel just over to the side here. And let's bring one hand on top of the other in a side shape here. Knees are bent. We'll inhale and open up that top arm. Maybe your eye gaze will follow your arm. And then exhale, bring that top arm to meet the bottom arm. As you inhale or open up here, you might start to notice sensations in the shoulder here. You may notice some twisting sensations in the spine. And exhale, bring that arm back down. Let's go for 1 more. Inhale, opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder, eye gaze to follow. And exhale, bringing the hand back down. Slowly bring yourself up and make your way over to the other side when you feel ready. Bending the knees. And let's bring the hand out in front, the other one to meet. Inhale, opening up that top arm. And exhale, bringing that top arm to meet the bottom hand. Inhale, opening up. Feel a stretch here in the chest. Maybe sensations in the spine. And exhale the arm back down. Let's go for 1 more here. Inhale. And exhaling the arm back down. Lovely. When you feel ready, coming up to a seated position. And you're welcome to sit in any way that feels good for you. So I'm choosing an easy cross-legged position for me today. And I'm going to sit on a blanket just so that my lower back and hips feel a little bit better. Let's roll those shoulders back a few times, feeling sensations in the shoulders. You're welcome to match your breath here if you find that useful. And rolling the shoulders the other way. And we'll begin to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, breathing into the right side of the neck. And very slowly coming back through center, let's drop the opposite ear down. Notice sensations in the left side of the neck here. Coming back through center, and let's inhale, pull the chest through, broaden the collarbone, maybe your eye gaze will come up. Exhale, arching the back, gaze is towards your belly button. Inhaling now, pulling the chest through, gaze comes up. Exhale, arching the back, gaze is towards your belly button. Breathing into the back of the heart space. Inhale, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back, gaze comes up. Exhale, arching the back, belly to spine, gaze is towards your belly button, breathing into the back of the shoulders, back of your heart space. And very slowly coming back through center. We're going to do some thymus tapping now to really boost our immunity. So you might like to just cup your hands just like so, and just begin just to tap on the, just above the heart space, just where your thymus gland would be. Tapping in here and connecting with your breath if that feels okay for you. This is a really wonderful way to stimulate your thymus and boost your immunity. Let's go for another 3 rounds of breath. A really wonderful way to start your day or end your day. A really wonderful way to tap into that higher heart chakra as well. And exhaling, slowly coming back into stillness. Maybe tapping in and seeing if there's any shifts or changes within the body. You may start to notice a little bit of heat, maybe some coolness, maybe some tingles. It's okay not to notice anything at all as well. Let's begin by inhaling the hands up towards the sky. If it feels okay for you, maybe you'll look up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart space, pressing your thumbs into your sternum, rolling those shoulders back, and then lifting the chest up towards the sky, really opening up the chest. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing your hands down to heart space, pressing those thumbs in, rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest. And then exhale, coming back into neutral. We'll just go for one more here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring thumbs down, press into the sternum, roll shoulders back, broaden collarbone, open the chest, and exhale, come into a neutral position. Beautiful. I'm going to do some spinal rolls now, so just rolling one side very slowly. It's getting a little bit of mobility there. Noticing any sensations in the lower back, starting to loosen, getting rid of all those little crunchy areas, and then maybe rotating the other way. If you like, you can shut down the eyes, you can maybe soften the shoulders, moving with your breath if that feels useful for you today. And very slowly coming back into stillness. Bring your hands behind your waist and your fingertips are facing forward, grounding into the hands. Let's roll the shoulders back, puff up the chest. Maybe look up here, really opening and creating space here on the front body. If it feels okay for you, grounding into the hands, maybe lifting those hips up, maybe dropping the head back. You're welcome just to keep on looking forward as well if you have a sore neck today. Exhale, bringing your bottom back down towards the earth, dropping the hips down, and let's make our way into our tabletop position. If you have sensitive knees, you're welcome to have the blanket underneath your knees to make it a little bit more comfortable. In our tabletop position, our knees are directly underneath our hips, and our wrists are underneath our shoulders. We spread our fingers wide and we press the tops of the feet down onto the earth. Do a few rounds of cat-cow here. So we'll inhale, dip the belly, pull the chest up. Exhale, arching the back, gaze is towards belly button. Inhale, dipping the belly, pulling the chest through, maybe staying here for a moment. And exhale, arching the back. Inhale, dipping the belly. This time with a dipped belly, we're going to look over the right shoulder, shortening the right side waist. Very slowly arching the back, gaze is towards your belly button. Inhale and dip the belly, pull the chest through. This time we're going to look over the left shoulder, shortening the left side waist. And as you come back through center, arching the back, and very slowly pushing into your child's pose. You're welcome to have a wide-legged child's pose or your knees together, whatever feels good in your body. Stretching the arms out in front of you, really activating those fingertips, lengthening the spine. If your forehead doesn't touch the earth here, you can create two fists. Rest your forehead onto the fists. Let's inhale now, come back into our tabletop. Inhale the right hand up toward the sky, twist the heart up if that feels okay. And then exhale, thread the right hand through and hover. Inhale, opening up here. And exhaling, threading that hand through and twisting. Inhale, let's go for one more. And exhale, thread that hand through and hover. Bringing that right hand back, let's go for the other side. Inhale and look up towards your left hand if that feels okay, or you can look down. Exhale, thread that left hand through. Inhale and opening up. Exhale, threading through. Inhale, opening up, twisting that heart up as much as you can, really feeling a beautiful twist here. Exhale, bringing that hand back down toward the earth. We're going to curl our toes now, draw our belly towards spine. We're going to prepare for our first downward facing dog. So lifting the hips up and back as much as you can. Knees are nicely bent. Think about lengthening the spine. Relax the head and neck, moving it around a little bit, and then maybe begin to pedal out the legs. Maybe bring awareness to the back of the legs, send the breath there, feeling a nice stretch in your calves, feeling a nice stretch in the spine. Making sure that there's no tight neck or anything like that, really using the strength of your arms, so pointer and thumb mounds really grounding into the earth, and your hips up and back as much as you can for a beautiful full body stretch. From here now, we're going to keep on looking toward our feet, and we're going to walk our hands to the back of our mat. Bend the knees generously so the torso is resting on your thighs, and then bring your hands behind your sacrum, interlacing your hands. Inhale and pulling those arms up and back as much as you can. Option here is to grab opposite elbows, working in this variation here. So whatever feels best for you. And let's take 2 breaths here. And very slowly with control, we're going to release those arms. Look forward. I'm going to face the front of the camera now. Maybe bring the feet together. And we're going to sit into our invisible chair here. Bend those knees quite a lot, broaden the collarbone, relax the shoulders. Bring your hands to your heart space. We're going to go for a twist here. So we're going to bring our right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And if it feels okay for you, you might be able to look over your left shoulder. Breathing here. Coming back through center. Let's make our way to the other side. Twists are a really great way to really push out all the toxins out of the body, creating heat, fresh oxygenated blood flow. Let's do one more if that feels okay. And let's go for the other side. By now your legs are probably burning a little bit. Bringing your hands down toward the earth, start to straighten the legs. Shake them out. Inhale, sweeping your hands all the way up, gathering all that beautiful energy, drawing it all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your thumbs into the sternum, relax the shoulders, connect back to your breath. Notice what's going on here. You may have noticed that we're building a little bit of heat in the body here. You may notice some tingling or some sensations. Release the hands and roll the shoulders away. Inhale, sweeping up. We're going to bring our right hand forward, left hand back. If it feels okay for you, you might be able to look back towards your back fingers. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale the other side. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, come all the way down. And bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine. From here now we're going to walk ourselves back out. Now downward facing dog. You can bend the knees if your calves are a little bit tight today or your hamstrings. And then roll into your high plank. Buttocks is low, feeling strong in the top body here. Dropping down to your knees, release your toes. We're going to lead with our chest and chin. Our elbows are going to squeeze into our ribs as we slowly lower down, chest and chin, and then come onto our belly. We're going to come into a little back bend here. So we're going to ground into our hands. Have a look at your hands, making sure they're somewhere underneath your shoulders. Pressing in the tops of your feet where your shoelaces would be. Inhale, peeling up. Broadening and opening up the heart space. And exhale, bringing that forehead back down. Inhale, peeling up. Starting to switch on those strong back muscles. Exhale, bring the forehead back down. Inhale, peeling up. And exhale, bringing the forehead back down toward the earth. Pushing yourself back into your child's pose, resting here for a few moments. And when you feel ready, coming into a kneeling position. You're welcome to bring a blanket underneath your buttocks if your knees are a bit sore. Or you can sit in another way that feels more comfortable. So the choice is yours. Just maybe experiment and see what feels best for you today. Inhaling your hands up toward the sky, really reaching. And we're going to bring our right hand over to the left side. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. And we're twisting from the thoracic spine, so our hips stay forward. And then our eye gaze follows. Inhaling back towards center. And exhale, let's twist the other way. Inhaling, we'll do one more on each side. Exhaling. If it's okay for your neck, you can drop your ear towards your shoulder. And very, very slowly, let's do one more on each side. You're welcome to drop the ear if that feels okay for you today. And let's come back through center. Bring your legs out to the side. Make your way down onto your back. I'm going to do some rounds of moving bridge. So in our moving bridge, our feet are roughly hip width apart. Our shoulders come in a little bit. Our fingertips are almost brushing our heels. We're grounding into the soles of the feet. We're grounding into the palms of the hands. And as we inhale, we lift those hips up off the earth. And very slowly exhaling those hips back down. If it feels useful for you, you can imagine inhaling, lifting that tailbone, lifting that lower back, lifting the middle back, maybe the upper back off the earth. And as you exhale, maybe noticing that your upper back, your middle back and lower back comes back down toward the earth. This time as we inhale, we're lifting up. We're going to interlace our hands behind our sacrum, pressing into the arms, lifting those hips up as much as you can. We're stimulating our thymus gland here. We're really opening up the chest, breathing here. And very slowly, with control, rolling all the way back down. And let's go ahead and bring those legs up toward the ceiling. You might point and flex those feet. Maybe come into stillness for a few moments. If your legs are a bit shaky, you can bend the knees, or otherwise have the legs up toward the ceiling. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Bend the knees, hug them in. Maybe create some circles with your knees, massaging all the parts of your back. And come back into stillness, bring the arms out in a T shape if that feels okay. Very gently drop the knees over to the right. You're welcome to look over the left shoulder. And coming back through center, let's drop our knees over to the other side. And you're welcome to look over the right shoulder if that feels okay for you. Let's make our way back through center. Give yourself one last hug, one last squeeze. Really squeeze it in. Exhale, coming back. And let's take a few moments in our Shavasana, our resting shape. So it might feel nice for you to lie on your back or maybe on your belly, you can choose. You might choose to bring your arms up toward the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders, the back of the head, letting go of your practice and receiving all your benefits from today's practice. If it feels okay for you, you might choose to shut down the eyes. You might allow the body to come into relaxation. You're welcome just to focus on your breath for a few moments, noticing the inhale and exhale of your belly. And ideally, it would be nice to be in a Shavasana for roughly 7 minutes. Of course, if you're short in time, you can shorten that. And when you feel ready, placing one hand on your belly and one to your heart space. Just feeling really grateful for that beautiful energy that you've cultivated today. Feeling strong, nourished and healthy. And maybe thinking of 3 things that you're grateful for today. And maybe 3 things that you love about yourself. You're welcome to stay longer in Shavasana. Maybe rolling over to your preferred side. And slowly coming up to a seated position. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center. Maybe finishing off with a chant of Om, if that resonates with you. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for allowing me to facilitate this class for you. I hope you enjoyed this short 30-minute boost your immunity yoga class. Have the most amazing day. Namaste.